If you want a statue in your garden, but you don't want to pay shop prices, some of them are £300-400, then this video might be for you. What I wanted was a big Easter Island head, and I looked around the shops and some of them were really quite expensive and they weren't really the size I was after. So I thought, well, I think I'll try and make my own. And I looked online, and there are several guys from America that they're actually specialist makers of these things, DIY heads and what have you that you can buy. But obviously you have to have it imported from America, and it looked like that was going to be quite expensive. But the actual idea of making it they made it out of cardboard and then put this sort of fake rock stuff on top. And I thought, well, rather than get fake rock stuff, why not make it out of fiberglass? So the first step is really to choose your cardboard, and I had an old strimmer box which looked about the right height, and I thought, yeah, I think I can make it out of that. And I had an idea in my head of roughly what I wanted to look like, and I took some pictures off of line, and so I had a rough idea what an Easter Island head looked like. And I started off by cutting the cardboard, the sides of the box out to the outline, which I drew on of an Easter Island head. The system I used was to cut the outline out, but leave some tabs so I could glue bits on the sides and like on the front. For the nose and the lips, I just cut odd bits off and stuck them on. I wasn't that fussy about getting the finish because I knew I was going to stick the fiberglass actually over the top of that. Now with the fiberglass, it comes in a roll. I bought mine off of eBay, and it was sort of a kit. It's about 40 quid. Got loads of the actual fiberglass material. I bought quite a thin one. I didn't want it to be too heavy, so I could actually work it. And you get a tin of the resin and the hardener. But the first thing to do is to cover the cardboard with the fiberglass. Now, for the whole process, I used a glue gun. If you've never used one before, they plug in. They're like a little electric device, and they heat up, and you get these sort of glue sticks that you stick in one end, and you push the glue stick through with your thumb, and it comes out the end heated up, and they stick very quickly. So within a few minutes, it's stuck down quite hard. Now, although I was doing it outside, I thought I'd put a mask on because I really didn't fancy these little fibres breathing in any of the fibres and the fiberglass. So it was a good idea just to uh, have some sort of protection on. If you're going to use the resin indoors, you need proper breathing apparatus, really. Outdoors, I just wore a mask. It was quite windy. It didn't really feel like I was breathing a load of toxic fumes in. The overlaps that you can see where the material overlaps caused me a bit of a problem later on, because I was hoping they would disappear when I put the resin on, and they didn't. You could still see them once it dried. So what I did, I mixed up some, when I completely finished the head, like at the end of the video. I haven't actually videoed this section, but what I did, I mixed up some ordinary household outdoor polyfiller and mixed a bit of sand in with that, and then just got a pair of, just using rubber gloves, just smeared it all over it, a very thin coating, and that kind of hid the folds that you can see along the forehead there of the statue. Now here is the resin. You get it in. It comes in 5 litres, and then you get a little tube of hardener. They tell you the ratio that you have to do is, I don't know, about 10% or something. It goes off fairly quickly. You've got about 15 minutes before it's unusable. And so I thought I'd do it in 2 lots, and it didn't work out too bad. It painted on quite easily. I had enough time to paint over it, and then you have to leave it really a day or so to go really hard before you can do anything further with it. The other thing is, you'll see along the front of the along the brows and underneath his nose, I've got some sort of stringy bits of fibres that the resin highlighted. And once it had gone hard, I just got an ordinary metal file and filed all those off. As I said earlier, there's another stage I didn't video after this, where once it had gone dry, I just got some polyfiller, mixed a bit of ordinary builder's sand in, and smeared it over the some of the areas to make it look a bit more like a rock. Once that had gone off, I left that a day. I then just painted it grey.